Okay, good morning. It is currently 4:32 a.m. It is March 12th. I just woke up. I have my electrolyte. I switched it. I no longer use BPN. This is Ecolite Glacier Gummy creatine. Never tried it. Today's actually the first day. We're gonna go do a push day. No pull. So a set of cable rows, a set of lat pull downs, or 3 sets of both of those. Let's see what's next. I'm trying to think. I'm like blanking here. 2 sets of hammer curls, and then 2 to 3 sets of decline curls, and then 2 to 3 sets of deadlifts, and then just 3 sets of a variation of just normal curls. So should be a good workout. I like this lift. I'm gonna chug this electrolyte and get down there. We also have an easy run today when I get home from school, so it should be a pretty good day. But the runs have not been feeling so easy. It's starting to get hot again, so we'll see what happens. Also, I've been taking magnesium now. I've been using nose strips. I don't know if you can see this clear. Oh my god, I just woke up and I slept like a baby. Still like a brick last night. As you can see, I'm still yawning, so I literally just woke up. Alright, let's go lift.
If you don't want to live the lifestyle, then release yourself from the desire. There is a path between where you are and the place that you want to be. If you're not prepared to do that walk, still wanting to reach the end of the path is just guaranteeing that you're going to live an unsatisfactory life. If you keep making the same mistake over and over, the mistake isn't the problem. You are. James Clear has a fucking unbelievable take where he talks about if you want the life but not the lifestyle, you guarantee disappointment. Reminder that if you want to be exceptional, you're going to be different from everyone else. That's what makes you exceptional. You can't fit in and also be exceptional. Both have discomfort. When you fit in, you have internal conflict because you're not being 100% you. When you're exceptional, you have external conflict because everyone sees you as different. Pick one. When your friends start to say, you've changed, remember it's because they don't know how to say, you've grown. Imagine how effective you'd be if you weren't anxious all the time. Imagine that you're in a movie, and imagine the movie begins now, and you're the hero of the movie.
Yeah.
What would that guy do?
Yeah.
What would that guy do right now?
Yeah.
Because you are. It might not be okay to work your life away, but it is okay to work your 20s away. And so many of the realizations that we have arrived at are only really accessible to you because you've closed the loop of all of the ones that you needed to first. You're doing all of this stuff. You're learning all of these fucking productivity techniques, and you're watching these YouTube videos, and you're listening to these podcasts, and you're taking these online courses, and you've got Skillshare, and you've got Readwise, and you're doing spaced repetition and morning routine, and you have no idea if it's going to work. But the thing is, no one has any idea if it's going to work. That is a painful cost of trying to do things with no promise that they're going to succeed. If you knew that it was going to work, there would be no risk in doing it, because it would be certain. It doesn't make sense to continue wanting something if you're not willing to do what it takes to get it. If you don't want to live the lifestyle, then release yourself from the desire. To crave the result, but not the process, is to guarantee disappointment. This business idea won't work, and you might have 9 failures. My first 9 businesses didn't really amount to anything. 9. As in, the first one, I spent time on it, it failed. Second one, this one will be different. Spent time on it, failed. And then the third one, this one, failed, and then 6 more after that. And it's painful as shit because the whole time everyone is telling you, I told you so. And they're right. Today. But not forever. For better or worse, life is really short. And it's this ridiculous irony that you only see in retrospect how short it is. Right? It doesn't feel short at the time. But I bet when you get to your 80s and you look back, you think, holy fuck. That went by in no time at all. Life needs to be lived forward but only makes sense in reverse. There's an idea from mathematics called never...
It's 6 o'clock. I just got out of the shower. I actually done my stuff pretty early today. So now usually I already fed my lizard. I already packed my lunch for school. I had to clean my Whoop and my Garmin because I was getting really bad red marks. So this is the time of day I do the Bible. I'm stopped pre. I really have seen, because I work out literally minutes. I get up at 4:30 and I'm usually in the gym by 4:40. So I work out minutes after I wake up, and it destroys you, like, because you wake up and your body has energy, but then if you immediately supplement caffeine, your body's just going to go through it. So in the mornings, right when I get up, instead of the shot of just chugging pre, I just now go ahead and take my electrolyte and creatine. I changed to Ecovision White Gummy Bear. I'm going to go ahead and tell you my supplement changes. That was my one supplement change. And then we're back to raw creatine. I don't know if I've ever said that. That doesn't really matter, creatine. It's creatine as long as it's monohydrate. Let me grab this other stuff and show you what I changed. Not even changed. These are just new things I'm supplementing. One of these isn't a supplement. It's a tool, which I talked about with them earlier. Magnesium glycinate. Amazing. I got a 97 sleep score on my Whoop last night. And then Breathe Right. And then also another thing I've been starting to do, which I did this last night and tested and it really worked, was no water starting at 6, because I go to bed at 7:30, 8 o'clock. Like maybe a few sips of water if your mouth's dry, but I sit there and chug water, not doing that. I had to get up and go to the bathroom once last night, but I'm gonna be real, I didn't have to go. I just like kind of got up and I was like, I might as well go. I had like 20 minutes of awake time last night, so pretty good sleep. Another thing I started doing, I don't know if I said this, I have a little composition book on my desk, goes right under my Bible. It's like a little to-do list. Usually I was writing it in the morning, but at least for today, we're gonna try writing it at night, which means I did it last night. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed. So 3:12. Hold on, I'll kind of show you what it looks like. So, Bible, lift, which we can go ahead and scratch the lift off. Film, which I'll put a dash next to because we're doing it currently. I have a run. I want to edit this video. I want to get this video published. And then coffee prep. I put my coffee in mason jars. This is Black Rifle. So also stop really drinking energy drinks, which is not taking a toll on me because this is high caffeine coffee. It's just cheaper. Black Rifle high caffeine grounds that I just put in Keurig with 0 sugar Italian sweet cream creamer. Just literally 1 serving. It's amazing. Which I can drink coffee black, but it gets boring. Like last week I drank a lot more black because that there's a French vanilla one from Walmart, like a French vanilla coffee ground. It's amazing. And I'll drink that one black a lot. But coffee prep, meal prep, just weighing out my chicken, putting in my lunch. Taking my magnesium at 6 o'clock. I have an alarm on my phone for that. Wind down at 7. I've now listening to my Whoop. I turn all lights off at 7 o'clock. So I just sit there and I read for like 30 minutes. And then the next one's read. So we're going to go ahead and knock Bible off too, because it's what literally I'm doing right now. So I'll go ahead and usually mark my stuff off or write my list for the day, depending if I write the list at night or not. But if not, I'll just go ahead and start knocking stuff off because I've already done my lunch and stuff. Well, not prepped, but I already put it in my lunch. So now we're reading the Bible. I usually read a chapter a day. There's a lady on TikTok I follow. It's a lady or dude, I don't know, but it was like a read the Bible in this order, and that's just what I've been doing. I'm reading Proverbs right now. I'm in Proverbs 20, so we're gonna go ahead and read that. If you're curious, This is an NIV Bible. Highly recommend. I got this recommendation from Cliff Knetchel. Well, not from him, but I saw a video of him saying to use this. I don't personally know him. It really helps you understand the Bible a lot more because I'm one of those people where I'm reading it and I start reading it. And there's these words I just don't know. And then I'm like, dude, like, I felt like I was reading the Bible just to say I was reading the Bible. But I can actually understand it now. So, yeah. We're in Proverbs. It's been okay. Proverbs is very repetitive, I guess. It's also, there is books in the Bible where it's like poems, to where, like, you've got to think about it. And this is for sure one of those books. It's a good book. What did I read last? I can't remember. It's towards the back. It was a gospel. I think it was, is it ripping? Yeah, it was James. James was amazing. James was an amazing book. I love the book of James. Oh my god. James was amazing. I don't highlight, but I underline with the pencil, because then I can erase it if I ever want to. I underline so much, it's not funny. I even made one of my videos, and I talked about James in it. So, it's an amazing book. I'm going to go read my Bible, and then go to school, and I will see you after school. So, school shouldn't be too bad today. I say that every time, and then it sucks. So, then my breakfast I changed. I don't know if I said this in the last video, because I remember when I changed it. 3 eggs, 2 pieces of toast with butter and honey, and then a protein shake and a yogurt. So, a lot of protein in the breakfast and fats. So yeah, we're post run. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, blueberries, a new electrolyte. This is sour watermelon Podium. I found it at GNC for $4, like $5 for 30 servings. I was like, I gotta buy that. So we ended today at 2,800 calories. For breakfast, it's 3 eggs, honey, butter, toast. For lunch, 106 grams of chicken, popcorners, Quest bar, Rice Krispie, bag of chips. I'll explain why my meals were a little higher. It's because I was home all day. And then for dinner was a roll, like a bun. Wait. Yeah, a bun, a chicken patty, like a fried chicken patty, and then chips and mayonnaise, which was a chicken sandwich. And for dinner, or for my snacks, it was my SUPs, which is my supplements that has no calories. Speaking of supplements, while I keep saying this, I need to grab my magnesium, and I need to take my magnesium at 6 o'clock. I have the Wyman's Blueberries, it's 150 grams, an Anabar protein bar. I forgot which one I got, and then it's just the milk and cereal. Today was all over the place. That's why I didn't film. I honestly kind of forgot I was filming. So pretty much in the town I live in, we had tornadoes today. I had no clue this was happening until tornadoes started happening. So I had school at like 7:30, and then all of a sudden it got super bad when we went to go to school. So we flipped around and just came home. We're like, okay, we're gonna see what the school says. And the school ran out of power, and the school said, do not come to school. Operations are closed until further notice. So we're like, okay, whatever. We're just gonna assume we don't have school today. Well, then they called and they're like, hey guys, school's on. So when I show up to school, no Wi-Fi, nothing worked. All the teachers are like, dude, just get on your phone. Like, they were telling us to get checked out. And like, oh, and we're not counting absences today. And they were like, and it might get worse later. My mom was like, dude, I'll just pick you up again. So she drove all the way back to the school, picked us up. I bought a new tollway. I work a lot on weekends, and I always work doubles so I get an hour break. And I would never have nothing to do, and I don't have a car, so I can't drive home. So I bought PlayStation Portal. And then I forgot when I got a new phone that I locked out of my 2-factor authentication. So I had no way to log into my PlayStation Portal. So then I had to get on the phone with PlayStation and argue with them to prove it was me. Turns out the first person I argued with was just an idiot and didn't know how to do it. I got into it. Then it didn't work. So then I had to go put a Wi-Fi router box in my room. And then I went and ran 5 miles. 5 miles and average 9:30. So I'm very tired now. It's been a very long day. Been a very weird day. But yeah. The title of this video was, I'm sorry, I'm so dehydrated after I ran. Oh my god, it's getting hot again. I should have recuperated before I started filming, I'm so sorry. The title of this video was going to be, like, falling into place. And it's because I was thinking about the other day, it's just so crazy. And it's like, believe if there's a God if you want to, believe if there's not. I 1000% obviously do. And it's like, it has to be. Because everything felt so perfect for me. I moved to a state where I found people that pushed me to the gym. I had a friend who got me really consistent in the gym. And then I found certain YouTubers at a certain time to where I was able to sign up for a race, which got me addicted to hybrid training, which was Luke Hopkins and Nick Bear. And then it just, everything keeps falling into place. And the YouTube thing fell perfectly. And then I meet a dude who did the race I'm going to do, and he ends up being a really cool guy. I was gunning. And, like, he actually helped me, like, kind of mentored me through some things. Like, vlog creation wise, because, like, I can't go DM Luke Hopkins tomorrow. So, that's what I just wanted to talk about. It's like, it's just crazy the way things fall into place. And how, I guess, lucky I am for things to play how they did. But I'll keep this outro short and sweet because this video really got messed up. So, thank you for watching. I'm really sorry this video wasn't great. I'll try to make the next one a little better. I'm just kind of doing with what I got here. I would read from tomorrow, but I have work. So, thanks for watching. And for Baxter, have a good day, Bogus.